Now we will learn the application of these trigonometric identities to solve some problems or to find the values of some trig ratios. So in this case, you are asked to find the value of cosine theta. What is the value of cosine and tangent theta given that cosecant theta is equal to 8/3. Okay, now we know that cosecant is the reciprocal of what? It is the reciprocal of sine theta, right? Sine theta is equal to 1/cosecant. So whatever you have cosecant, if you flip it over, if you take its reciprocal, you are going to get the sine of it, right? Therefore, what I'll write here is sine theta is equal to 3/8 because sine theta is the reciprocal of cosecant. Due to that, we got it's a upside down, or 8/3 became 3/8. Okay, but our task is to find what is the value of cosine and also the tangent. Now, making use of this sine and Pythagorean identity, which says sine square theta plus cosine square theta is equal to 1, we will be able to find this cosine from sine. Let us see. I have sine square theta plus cosine square theta is equal to 1. So in this identity, I'll substitute 3/8. So let me write down here 3/8, square it because sine theta is 3 divided 8, sine square is I have to square that, plus cosine square theta is equal to 1. So what is 3 square now? 9 divide 64, that is 8 square is 64, plus cosine square theta is equal to 1. And following the basic rules of solving equations, we can do the same thing here. I'll take away 9/64 on the left hand side. So do the same thing on the right hand side. Subtract 9 divided 64, subtracting it on both sides. Same quantity. So what happens now? It cancels out. This is gone. Bring down cosine square theta is equal to 1 minus 9/64. So what is this subtraction? What is the 1 minus 9/64? That is a 64 minus 9/64. That gives you 55. 55/64. So cosine square theta is equal to 55/64. But you are looking for only cosine. Oh, let me put theta here. But you are looking for only cosine theta. Right, in the problem they are looking for only cosine. So take the square root on both sides. Taking square root on both sides will give us square root of cosine square theta is only cosine theta. So cosine theta is equal to square root of 55 is 55 is not a perfect square, so I'll leave it as square root 55 over square root of 64 is a 8. Okay. Now also here, if you want to verify using calculator, we will do it. Let me clear it off. So 1 minus 9 over 64. 1 take away 9 divide 64 is equal to how much? 55 over 64. Same thing. So if you have any question or confusion of this subtraction, taking the least common multiple, etc., this you can make use of calculator. And because 55 is not a perfect square, I left it like this. So that is your cosine theta. Now you are looking for what? Not only cosine but also tangent. But what is tangent? We all know that it is a quotient, that is a sine over cosine gives you tangent. We have it here. Let me show you. Sine theta divided cosine theta gives you tangent. Alright. So I have here sine theta is how much? 3 over 8. And the cosine theta 55 over 8. Okay. So from that, tangent tan theta is equal to, that is sine theta over cosine. My sine is 3 over 8, I think. Yeah, it's 3 over 8. Divide, I have it up there, let me show you. 3 over 8, yeah. Then cosine square root 55. Okay. Alright. Square root of 55 over 8. Now both the denominators are same quantities, cancel off, leaving behind 3 over square root of 55. That is the value of the tangent. But another thing here, square root of 55 is an irrational number, so we should not leave it in the denominator. Therefore, what do you have to do? Multiply and divide this fraction by square root of 55 to give 3 times square root 55 is square root 55, and the product of these two, root 55 times square root 55 is again 55. So my tangent tan theta is equal to 3 root 55, that is 3 times the square root of 55 over 55. So from the given secant, we got the value of the sine, no, the other way around. When from the given cosecant over here, right, we made use of this cosecant of an angle theta. You got the sine. From sine you could find cosine, and using sine and cosine we obtained tangent. This is how we will solve this problem. So you try to do one similar to that. You have find tangent and cosecant theta given cosine is equal to 1/4. Okay, please try. Thank you.